Good evening. My name is John, and this is the Homestead Diary. We have spent the last day and a half working on a project to make things a bit more comfortable around the pool area. We are a family of partially darker skin and partially very fair skin. And so some of us burn, some of us don't. And even those of us who have good tans and develop good tans can still get a little bit too much exposure, especially in those mid-day when it's 97 degrees out and you just don't want to leave the pool because it's so hot, and so you end up getting burned as a result. Well, our solution for a while was to have a canopy, and that was this thing. We picked this up for the Prepared Homestead Expo, and it's basically junk. I think we gave $70 for it, and it's your typical Chinese piece of garbage canopy that literally rips the very first time you put it up. It did the job for the expo, but definitely much better products out there. But we were using that for the pool area, so we had something, and we had a windstorm come up and pretty much trash it. I think it can still be used to a limited extent, but it's not really in good shape. So anyway, a couple weeks ago I determined that we needed to purchase a sunshade of some sort. We've had one on our greenhouse, see there, for the whole season, and it works great, but we thought, well, we don't want black because we don't want it to be too hot, and we're not really sure how to suspend it above the pool area. So after a little bit of searching and whatnot, we figured out that our trailer, which is pictured here, which we've been using as a deck, is an ideal place to use the stake pockets, and we put in some 8-foot pressure treated posts, and it's very temporarily in there, so to speak. If we decide that we need to use the trailer, then we can just pop them out and drive away. But we were able to use that to suspend the shade cloth up here and out across the pool. And then to our lifeguard chair, which you saw in an earlier video. This is the completed chair with the slide that Gaia in particular absolutely loves going on. It's one of her favorite things to come cruising down the slide and splash everyone. And, she's 8, so that's what you do, huh? Anyway, and then we built an additional platform over here specifically for to make it possible to suspend the sunshade, because we needed a 4th point. And so we rebuilt essentially the platform that we took down from the free playset that we got when we were in Oklahoma, trading the chicken coop for a puppy. In the afternoon, we spent 4 hours maybe dismantling a play set, and this is maybe a quarter of the materials, but we were able to reassemble it in the format that we need here. It's a 6x6 and 8 foot high at the top, and I figure we'll put a gable style roof on it and create it like a little clubhouse cabin thing here right next to the pool, and then it too attaches to the sunshade there, and so it gives us 4 anchor points. I did a bit of research in figuring out what kind of sunshade we wanted, because there are lots of different kinds, and what I determined is that you don't want the kind that has the grommets. Every single review that I read about grommets in sunshades is that they tend to rip out, and it doesn't really matter how well manufactured it is. That's just the way it is. And so this sunshade is attached at 4 points, and we'll see if we can get a shot so you can see exactly what it's got coming out of the corner of it, because it makes sense, and yet I've never seen another tarp or shade or anything set up like this. I don't know why nobody else does it, other than they're just trying to sell more tarps because the grommets rip out. But you can see here there's a piece of webbing attached to a steel D-ring, and this piece of webbing runs all the way to the other corner, and then so you've got this continuous piece of webbing all the way around which makes it super strong. I didn't see any complaints in any of the other comments, reviews, whatever, of people saying that this particular sunshade had a problem with ripping out. I imagine it probably has other problems, but it seems to be a pretty good deal. I had a choice of, I think, 6 different colors, something like that, and I chose sand. Why? Because white stains, and sand is just sand. I wasn't going to put anything dark up here because I don't want it radiating heat. And also, it only covers about 2/3 of the pool. And so pool will still get some sunny spots, and will still warm up for us, but should be pretty neat to to have, because we've got now multiple platforms, and our fair-skinned, easily sunburned children will not suffer the consequences of 100-degree days here in southern Missouri. And so I hope this review of what we did here is helpful, and I hope that y'all have a blessed day.